Well, the sheriff is in town.
And right away, MacEwen steps up, and you knew something like this could happen. Xhekaj right, MacEwen answering the call. He gets a right going. The takedown.
But aside from Xhekaj and Guhle, was there a lot of bright spots for the Canadiens tonight? Let's talk about it. Before we get started, can you do me a favor? Can you subscribe? I see a lot of you coming back, but not subscribing. I'd love to have you as part of my team. I can't offer a very high salary yet, but we can discuss the terms as I prove myself. So if you're a Habs fan, tonight wasn't the most exciting game to watch. It was great to see Guhle back, but there's a lot of big names missing from the lineup. Still, I thought going into tonight's game, there might be some interesting developments, particularly with Xhekaj. If you remember last game against Ottawa, Arber was ejected from the game after a hit that looked high on Tim Stützle. Well, I think a lot of people expected a more pulled back Arber, and because of that, you're rewarded with the exact opposite outcome. 2 minutes into the game, Xhekaj throws down his opponent, MacEwen.
And you saw Xhekaj, the cross check on Gaudette, and right away MacEwen steps up, and you knew something like this.
Pretty good fight in the end. I think Xhekaj came out on top. They both got one good blow in there, but MacEwen does go down. So pretty decided victory, I think. Then after that, it starts to become the Shane Pinto show. Shane Pinto scores on an even strength goal on a pretty horrendous turnover. There were a lot of bad turnovers this game for the Montreal Canadiens. Then the second goal, Pinto gets a pretty good redirect in front of the net from a shot by Jake Sanderson. As the period is wrapping up, Christian Dvorak makes it a 1-goal game. It's been nice seeing Dvorak get these goals in preseason. The place that he does get these goals, he's looking very confident, very strong. Forgot to mention that Guhle lays down a big hit in the first period. He does receive a penalty for roughing, however, and that's because he removed his opponent's helmet in the scrum. Period number 2 was mostly Ottawa. Lots of bad giveaways by the Canadiens. Lots of bad power plays. I think they're still without a power play goal in the preseason, which doesn't mean a whole lot. The whole squad's not together. We're not seeing a lot of PP1, but it's still maybe something that Martin St. Louis is thinking about. Michael Amadio scores the 3rd goal for Ottawa to make it 3-1. And then not long after, Shane Pinto gets a shorthanded goal on a move that looked a lot like his first goal. The one kind of cute thing that happened in the second period was Xhekaj had a reverse hit on Cousins, and it looked like the perfect example of what a reverse hit is. We now get into the third period, and it's a little bit more of the same. Turnovers, bad puck possession, sloppy play by Montreal and Ottawa in the third period. But Xhekaj would get his first goal of the preseason. I think it's his first goal.
Here's Guhle across. One-time bomb, score! Not a power play goal, but that was a rocket delivered up top.
And it was a pretty nice one. You know, he has the ability to shoot the puck really hard. If you can remember back last year, Montreal did a skills competition, and Arber was able to clock in a shot at 107.2 miles per hour. That's scraping at some of the highest registered NHL shots. With a couple of minutes left of play, Montreal pulls Montembault, who I've not really talked about, but did not play super well tonight. Kind of wish that of those 4 goals, 2 of them could have been stopped. Anyway, with Montembault pulled, Canadiens have a hard time getting it together. They set up a couple of times in the offensive side. Ottawa has a couple of opportunities to shoot it in an open net, but ultimately time expires in the offensive side, and that's the game. What did you think of tonight's game? Were you happy to see that Xhekaj stood out amongst his peers? Good to see Guhle back. I'm just getting really excited for opening night. It's going to be against the Maple Leafs on the 9th, right? That could be a very dangerous game. I just hope that after the dust settles from this preseason, the players settle in too, make smart plays, let the talent shine. I want to see Suzuki, Caulfield, Slafkovsky, all having successful moments. It might take the team a little bit to get settled in. I worry now with Doc and Newhook, Anderson, how well that second line is going to mesh, but I'm here for it. I can't wait. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Like the video, it helps me with search results. Subscribe if you're not already a whiskey fiend. And as always, I'll see you down below. in the comments.